You know who's not having fun times? Murphy and In the Dark. Did you like that
Yeah, I
segue?
did like that segue because she's not she's in jail. She's not having a good time.
Yeah, real quick, I'll give my takeaways because it was a lot in a premiere episode. She's in jail and people are trying to kill her. Specifically, I think it's Sam is the character who worked with, oh, I don't remember her name. The the drug dealer boss that um Jess killed and started all of this nonsense. What was her name? I don't know. And maybe it'll come back to me. But yeah, Murphy's having a rough time in jail. I think the bright spot, though, for me personally, is that Pretzel is not in jail. Pretzel was returned to Felix, which may not be the best home for Pretzel, but at least he's not behind bars with Murphy.
But you asked for him to be rehomed, and he has
Yes.
been.
Yeah.
Not where you wanted, but he's
it's
rehomed.
a start. Yeah, Murphy has a rough time of it. She had a razor blade in her sandwich. She has a new buddy to keep her safe, and then go to the chapel. And Murphy's just pounding the body of Christ because she's afraid to eat after the sandwich incident. And her new friend gives her some of their homemade alcohol. And I guess they both fall asleep in the chapel. Murphy wakes up and her friend is dead, who has been killed by Sam. And Sam's basically like, when I get bored, you're next. And Murphy is just having a rough time. Her bail is like $2 million. And Felix and Max and Leslie are trying to get the money from Felix and Leslie's grandmother to get her out. And I don't know. It's a mess. I don't know what's next for Murphy, but there was in the beginning of the episode like a flash forward to Murphy in a gorgeous gown, like the most dressed up she's ever been in the series, because usually she's just in like a raggedy coat and she's just like going on an hour of sleep. Like that's Murphy's whole vibe. This is the first time they put her in a dress, and Perry Matfield is gorgeous. So I was like, yes, like about time. And she's walking with Darnell to some like event, and then the next thing we know, like Darnell's on the ground dead, and like Murphy feels him and feels the blood, and she's like panicking. So that's 2 months away from where we are. So obviously Murphy will be out of jail at some point mid-season, going to some formal event in her bestie. Although I'm not sure where their relationship standing is, Murphy and Darnell, but it's a bummer that Darnell's gonna die, if he is in fact dead. But yeah, a lot on the burners for this final season of In the Dark.
At least they gave you a little bit of a time jump, so you have something to look forward to, and not just sitting in this jail wondering when she's getting out.
Yeah, they do
You
that
have
a
a time
lot in
frame.
this show. They like in the beginning of the season, I don't know if it was last season or season two, they kind of showed you somebody was going to die. And in the beginning of each episode, they went back to that flash forward and kind of revealed new characters so you know who wasn't going to die.
Okay.
And then eventually the series caught up at that moment. But that's a really good aspect of the show, that they build suspense with like flash forwards in the timeline. So I'm excited to see what the flash forward will bring next week in Murphy and her. But like the one time that Murphy dresses up is a disaster.
Oh no. Well, you said that's her I guess I shouldn't say safe place, but that is where she lives. She lives in
Trauma and
disaster and
chaos.
chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's the guy that she dated who was like teaming up with the police department, is like dead set on putting her in jail for life, which I know I'm on record saying I don't know how Murphy will be redeemed, but I don't think the woman deserves to be locked up behind bars forever, because like everything that happened kind of by accident. And I don't believe that she actually murdered anybody. I think she was just taking the fall for her friend. But it just sucks. This guy's like obsessed with bringing her down. It's like, can you just like get a hobby or like a new job?
I mean, perhaps by the end, perhaps he will have his own moment, or unfortunately meet his own demise. For situations that are outside of
Mhm.
Murphy's control.
I think his name
Um,
is Josh. I realized I didn't say his name. I think his name is Josh. I'm really bad at names with the show besides like Murphy, Max, and Felix.
well, tentative Josh. We'll just tentatively say Josh. Um, needs a hobby
Yeah, but it
or
was
a
a
new
good
job.
start to the season, so I'm again on board to the bitter end with the show. Can't wait to see how Murphy gets out of this one.